Hey, World Warriors! I'm Brian CrowMn for A CrowMn Review, and welcome back to our month-long look at gravure modeling with Asuka. We're still workshopping the name of this month-long. Anyways, we're taking a little bit of a break from the Manifesto series to look at something of a unique collaboration Asuka had with another wrestler turned temporary gravure model. This is Sadistic Tails. Hit me with the title card. Sadistic Tails pairs up the Empress of Tomorrow with fellow Joshi star Mio Shirai. Aska and Mio were actually frequent tag team partners and stablemates in Japan, collectively referred to as the Triple Tails. Hence sort of, I guess, the justification for this collaboration in the first place. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different from what we've been doing with the previous reviews, in that something that I've kind of started to notice that's been slightly changing, ever so slightly, is the ratio of modeling to matches on these DVDs. CrowMn Manifesto was dominated by its match listing, an entire 4 matches that took up the bulk of the runtime. And Manifesto 2 only had 3 matches, and one of them was edited down, but still, it took up a lot more time than the modeling on the DVD. With Sadistic Tails, we're down to just 2 matches, and they only take up about half of the DVD, a relatively even runtime with the modeling. So because of that, we're not going to split this review up between the matches and the modeling, we're just going to review them as they come up. So let's jump right in and get right to it. Sadistic Tails, go! Oh, man, you guys. DVD opens up with the bread and butter combos theme. We're off to an amazing start. Asuka's in a hot pink and zebra striped bikini, her hair looks great, the beach location looks amazing. Fuck, this might be the best beach scene that we've seen yet. Like, she even does the sexy beach thing, where she's down in the sand and the waves are running up behind her. The image quality of this DVD looks to have been improved yet again. Yeah, this is a great start to the DVD. And as the next scene began, I really started to kind of appreciate how these opening scenes were structured on the DVD. I mean, the very first opening scene that we have, we get Asuka, we get someone that we're familiar with, someone that we're comfortable with, and then they introduce us to the new girl. In the same setting, we see Mio for the first time, and she's in a bikini that matches Asuka's, but purple instead of hot pink. Then she goes to lean over on some rocks, but nothing's there, and has to find something to lean her arm against. Like, why did they keep that in? They literally cut to something else right after it happened anyways. They couldn't shave a few extra seconds off to get that botched lean out. And then she goes to look down at herself as if to say, "Are my boobs okay?" Sticks her tongue out. It was cute. It was awkward. We're riding high on this DVD so far. We continue with another solo bathtub scene. Asuka in a dress and fishnets. The music, though, jazzy sex music or jazzy fighting game stage. I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. Anyway, I'm just glad the tub isn't lined with newspapers again. That was weird. Also, this is the second fully clothed bathtub scene that we've seen on one of these DVDs. Is this just how Asuka bathes or something? And that leads us into our next scene. Okay, look, I get that you can't just film them naked in the tub. I get that. But then just don't do tub scenes. This is the third fully clothed bathtub scene. Like, I don't know, man, like, couldn't you use bubbles or something? That's maybe how you do a tub scene, just a ton of friggin' bubbles to cover them, lots of bubbles so you can at least, I don't know, maybe fake some kind of nudity, or at least the scene would make some kind of sense. Anything makes more sense than them repeatedly wearing skirts and dresses in a tub. Now all that aside, again, Mio goes to lean on something and just nothing. She's really bad at leaning, you guys. So then we get our first match. It's a tag team match pitting Akira and Mio against Tajiri and Asuka. A nice little callback to the first DVD, which actually featured a match between Tajiri and Asuka. Now they're teaming up. This was a really nice opportunity to see what Mio could do in the ring, and yeah, she's pretty good. The match itself, though, you know, it was fine, but long, 25 friggin' minutes. I think this match could have stood to shave, like, I don't know, 10 minutes off of it, and I probably would have had a much better reaction to it. Next up, we finally get a modeling scene featuring both Asuka and Mio. They're laying around on a bed. I love Mio's purple outfit. It looks super cute. The first part of this scene, you know, yeah, it's pretty good. The two of them just hanging out together, posing on the high contrast bed. It's pretty good. I mean, we saw Asuka do one of these scenes on one of the previous DVDs. But then, this is what I was hoping we'd see. This is what this DVD friggin' needed to have. Sexy play wrestling. Like, you have two wrestling girls, how could you not have them do a play wrestling scene? And it's awesome. Asuka and Mio look like they're having a blast as they put each other in light wrestling holds, threatening to rip each other's clothes off. This is the best scene from any of these DVDs so far, and I doubt anything's going to beat it. This was great. Super sexy, super fun to watch, awesome. You know, after you're done play wrestling with your buddy in the heat of a God ray-filled sunroom with all the high contrast in the world, it's important to freshen up. Time to hit the bathhouse. The first half of this scene was kind of weird. Just Mio and Asuka standing in the bathhouse in their robes, leaning about as if they were waiting for the scene to start or something. And then they mount wood. Whoa, no, not like that. I mean, like, literally, like, there's a piece, just watch the clip. See, it's fine. No, nothing weird. I'm not weird, you're weird. I might be the one watching all these wrestling gravures, but, like, you're watching a guy talk about watching wrestling gravures. That's oddly specific. You might think you're a step removed from the situation, but you've actually doubled down. Hard. Anyway, modeling scene. It's, yeah, still going alright. Mio's suggestively removing Asuka's robe, then whoa. Okay, there's nothing suggestive about that. That's just Mio really getting in there. Copping dem feels. So, we got a match coming up next. Hey, another tag team match. We got Mio and Shinjiro Otani taking on Asuka and Masato Tanaka. And I have to remind you that this is the only other match on the DVD, and realizing that, I couldn't help but feel immediately disappointed by the match selections for this DVD. Like, I think it might have been far more appropriate if there were matches featuring Mio and Asuka, I don't know, maybe teaming up with one another. I mean, they were tag team partners and stablemates, or Even at the very least, maybe a singles match pitting them against one another might have been more appropriate. Ugh. As for the match itself, yeah, sure. It's another fine 20-minute or so tag team match. Last scene of the DVD had a promising premise, at least. Mio and Asuka as sexy cops. We get a little bit of handcuff play, a little tug-of-war with the chain and collar around Asuka's neck. And then the duo lure you into... I don't know what this is. An abandoned building? Construction site? Either way, they continue to do the sexy cop thing. Scene ends on a pretty high note, at least, with Mio pulling down the zipper of Asuka's outfit with her teeth. Now, having pulled a couple of zippers down with my teeth, some successfully, others maybe not so much, I have to applaud Mio's work at the end of this scene, you know, making it all the way down Asuka's chest. That's a hell of a trek. You are truly the best around. Nothing's ever going to keep you down. And then interviews, which, again... God, the interviews seem so awesome. I wish they were subtitled because it looks like Aska and Mio are having a friggin' blast as they talk and make each other laugh and poke their breasts. Like, I would drop one of the matches on this DVD entirely for more interview time with subtitles.
これないやお前はこれでも寄らせてるからうるせえな
And with all that said, Sadistic Tails. Final thoughts. This is easily the strongest DVD overall. While I feel like I might have come off a little hard on the match selection and the matches themselves, I feel pretty justified. They were too long and weren't really what I wanted to see or what I thought should have been on the DVD. Matches where Mio and Asuka either faced off alone or teamed together would have went a long way to making this DVD better. The modeling scenes had a perfect mix of unintentionally awkward and hilarious with legitimately sexy and entertaining scenes. Again, the play wrestling scene, hands down the best yet. This is easily the best DVD so far. Next time, we're looking at the final part of our Asuka Gravure Month thing. We kind of gave up on giving it a name. But until then, I'm Brian CrowMn for A CrowMn Review, and I'll see you next time, right here on A CrowMn Review.